Ever wonder what a dog's perfect day looks like? Well, I think I just found it. Check out this little guy living his best life at the local market. Forget window shopping, he's gone straight for the main course. Look at him, so focused, not a care in the world besides that delicious piece of meat. The butcher must be a real softie, or maybe this pup is just a master negotiator. Either way, he scored the jackpot. You can just see the pure joy on his face with every single bite. It's moments like these that remind you of the simple pleasures in life. This is one happy, well-fed doggo, and honestly, we're all here for it. What a legend! Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more heartwarming moments like this one. Have you ever seen something so simple yet so captivating you just can't look away? I was wandering through this incredible, bustling market the other day, the kind filled with vibrant colors, amazing smells, and the constant hum of people haggling and laughing. And right in the middle of all this beautiful chaos, I saw him. A dog, not just any dog, though this guy was the picture of pure, unadulterated joy. He was a medium-sized fella, a beautiful mix of breeds with scruffy brown and white fur and the most intelligent, soulful eyes. He was sitting so patiently right near a butcher's stall. It was like he had a silent agreement with the butcher. The butcher, a cheerful man with a big apron, was busy trimming a huge piece of meat. Every so often, he'd glance down at the dog and give him a little wink. The dog would just wag his tail, a slow, steady rhythm of anticipation. You could tell this wasn't their first encounter. There was a story here, a friendship forged over scraps and kindness. The dog wasn't begging or being a nuisance. He was just waiting. He watched every person that walked by, his head tilting with curiosity, but his eyes always returned to the butcher. He was part of the market scenery as much as the pyramids of spices or the crates of fresh vegetables. Then the moment happened. The butcher finished with his customer, took a look at the large piece of meat he'd been working on, and sliced off a generous chunk. It wasn't a tiny scrap either, it was a proper hearty piece. He held it up, and the dog's tail went from a slow wag to a full-on, body-wiggling blur of excitement. But he didn't jump or bark. He just sat there, his whole being vibrating with happiness. The butcher leaned down, not tossing it on the ground, but placing it gently in front of the dog. And the way the dog took it was so delicate, he didn't snatch it. He carefully picked it up, gave the butcher one last look that I swear was pure gratitude, and trotted off to a quiet corner, away from the foot traffic. Now, this is where it gets really fascinating. I decided to follow him, keeping a respectful distance, of course. He found a little patch of sunlight between two stalls and settled down with his prize. He didn't just wolf it down, he placed it carefully on the ground between his paws and started to savor it. He took his time, nibbling at the edges, tearing off small, manageable bites. It was a ritual. Watching him, I was completely mesmerized. The world around us, the noise of the market, it all just faded into the background. It was just me and this dog and his moment of pure bliss. Every now and then, he'd pause and look around, as if to make sure his treasure was still safe before going back to his meal. He was so focused, so present in that moment. It made me think about how we, as humans, experience joy. We're always rushing, multitasking, thinking about the next thing. We eat our meals while scrolling on our phones or watching TV. When was the last time we truly savored something? A good meal, a beautiful sunset, a quiet moment. This dog, with his simple piece of meat, was giving me a master class in mindfulness. He was teaching me to appreciate the small things, the simple pleasures that life offers us every day, but that we're often too busy to notice. That piece of meat wasn't just food for him, it was a gift. It was a moment of connection with the butcher, a moment of peace in a chaotic world. It was a feast. As he was getting to the last few bites, a couple of other stray dogs, a bit smaller and skinnier, approached cautiously. I tensed up, expecting a fight to break out over the last remnants of the feast. But what happened next completely surprised me. Our dog, the star of the show, looked at them, then looked at his remaining morsel. He gave it a final lick, nudged it forward with his nose, and then simply stood up and walked away, leaving the rest for them. He didn't need to finish every last scrap. He had his fill, he was satisfied, and he shared his good fortune. It was an act of quiet generosity that I almost missed. He wasn't possessive or greedy. He took what he needed, enjoyed it fully, and then let it go. There was such a profound lesson in that simple act. I watched him trot back towards the butcher's stall, not to beg for more, but to just sit again, resuming his post as the quiet guardian of the corner. His belly was full, and he seemed content to just watch the world go by. He found his little spot in the ecosystem of the market, a place built on a silent understanding and mutual respect. This whole experience, which probably lasted no more than 15 minutes, has really stuck with me. It was a powerful reminder that there is so much beauty and wisdom to be found in the everyday moments if we just take the time to slow down and observe. It's in the kindness of a butcher, the patience of a dog, and the simple, profound joy of a well-deserved meal. We often search for happiness in big achievements, grand vacations, or expensive possessions, but maybe true contentment is much simpler. Maybe it's about being present, savoring the now, and sharing what we have. This market dog, with his scruffy coat and wise eyes, was a better life coach than anyone I've ever met. He didn't say a word, but he taught me everything. So, the next time you're out and about, try it. Put your phone away, look around you, notice the little things. The way the light hits a building, the sound of laughter, a dog enjoying a piece of meat. You might be surprised by the amount of joy you can find hidden in plain sight. It's all around us, we just have to learn how to see it. Thank you for joining me on this little story today. I hope it brought a smile to your face and maybe a little bit of perspective, as it did for me. If you enjoyed this, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel for more stories from the everyday. See you in the next one.